this very same Rav Yosefi said an interesting chidush. He said that, what's the big deal of not blessing? What's the big deal of not blessing? The Gemara in Masechet Brachot, page 35b. What I opened, B'siyata Dishmaya, unintentionally, but apparently was the intention of heaven, says exactly what he said. What does it say? It says, Rabbi Chanina Bar Papa said, whoever derives benefit from this world without first reciting a blessing is regarded as if he robs the Holy One, blessed is he, and the assembly of Israel. So he says the basic pshat here is that if somebody decides that he wants to eat an apple and he doesn't do a blessing, he steals from Hashem. He's a thief. In Shamayim, they go up to Shamayim, say, oh, you cannot go enter Gan Eden. Why? You stole from Hashem. Yeah, but it was only one time. Okay, so one time you're not going to enter Gan Eden. You're not going to not enter Gan Eden twice. Just one time. The one-time opportunity you have to get into Gan Eden, you're not going to get it. Maybe next Gilgul. Why? You stole from Hashem. But then the Gemara continues and says, yeah, but he's also considered as if he stole from the assembly of Israel. Why? Because Kol Yisrael Aravim Zeh Lazeh, all of Am Yisrael are connected. Meaning, if you do a mitzvah, all of Am Yisrael benefits from this mitzvah. If Am Yisrael is at 50%, you do a mitzvah, you bring Am Yisrael to 51%. Positive. If you do a sin, Am Yisrael is at 50%, you put them at 49% mitzvot and 51% averot. Meaning that you can change the tides for all of Am Yisrael. So if you just stole, you now are taking away from Am Yisrael, and the Gemara continues to says, to such an extent that it may not rain. Meaning all of Am Yisrael can end up losing money because you decided that you don't need to pray or do a little thank you blessing to Hashem for eating an apple, a simple apple. A blessing that takes literally 5 seconds. You decided it's not chashuv, it's not so important. It's Rabbanan. It's the rabbis made it up. It's not such a big deal. Well, the very same rabbis say, you do that just so you know, if their market crashes tomorrow, it's your fault. Now, Rabbi Yosefi adds even more. In his holy perspective, he tells us something that's connected to not only this Gemara, but also this Mishnah. Because this Mishnah tells us that anyone that learns from his fellow man a single chapter or a single halacha, it's a big deal. What did he teach us here? He said, if you don't do a blessing, you could even turn into what the Rambam calls a machti arabim, someone that causes others to sin, which the Rambam posek la'alacha in Ilchot Shuvah has no share of the world to come. He's the same thing as a Christian missionary. He's the same thing as the worst thing in the world. What's his name? Shapiro, Shmuli Boteach, Dweck, all of these Reshaim Arurim, he's in the same place as them. Doeg Adomi, Korach, Achitofel, all of those people, he's in the same place as them. For why? He didn't do a blessing? How? Rabbi Yosefi says this. He says, Rabotai, you think you live in the world alone. Breaking news. You're not alone. There are other people watching you. It's not just the eyes from Shamayim that watch you. There are other people that watch you. Other Yehudim. Other Jews are watching you. Maybe it's your kids. Maybe it's your wife. Maybe it's your husband. Maybe it's your neighbor. Maybe it's just somebody random that sees, oh, you're a Jew. I'm a Jew. I'm going to just look at you for 2 seconds. And they see that you just decide to eat this munch on this delicious sandwich without blessing Hashem. You happen to forget. You didn't forget to eat, but to bless Hashem you forgot. To eat, we never forget. We never forget to eat. To bless Hashem, we always forget. To eat, never. 3 hours, we have time for it. Birkat Hamazon for 3 minutes, we never have time. 3 hours, seven dishes of meals to eat as much of our weight. We eat, each one of us eats like our body weight on Shabbat. We always have time. Birkat Hamazon. Oh, I'm kind of tired. Can you do it for us? Can you do it for me? I'll say amen. Can you do it for me? I'll say amen. Why, you ate so much you don't have energy? You ate for 3 hours, you don't have energy to say thank you? We never forget. To eat, we never forget. He says somebody's watching you not doing Birkat Hamazon. Someone is watching you. And what happens when someone watches you? Says, oh, I thought that Steve over here was a tzaddik. He blesses. He's not blessing, so it's probably not that important, because he knows a lot of Torah, this Steve. So he doesn't bless, so it's probably not important to bless. Oh, Abba doesn't bless. The teacher is just a fanatic. My rabbi is just a fanatic. See, Abba doesn't bless, so I'm not going to bless. Ima doesn't bless, so I'm not going to bless. Joey doesn't bless. Moshe doesn't bless. Nobody's blessing anymore. So blessing is for the previous generation, before iPhone. Before iPhone. We have an app now that blesses for us now. So there's no reason to bless Hashem anymore. What happens? You didn't bless one time. That person that saw you didn't bless for the rest of their life. You now contributed to him being a thief for the rest of his life. That makes a person a machti arabim. You have a very serious problem. You just made somebody a criminal permanently. And Rabbi Yosefi says, a machti arabim has no share of the world to come. For what? You forgot to bless Hashem. One time. One time you forgot. Meaning that if you see the tzaddikim, you understand why they wrote what they wrote, why they cried on Rosh Hashanah, why they cried on Yom Kippur, why they cried almost every day. Because they were so scared of losing Olam Haba. They were so scared of other people losing Olam Haba. There's a Gemara where Eliyahu Navi tells one of the tzaddikim, he says, no, what do you want to know? He says, this market is full of Jews. Anybody here has Olam Haba? Eliyahu Navi that sees what's happening in Shamayim says, no, no one. Yeah, but they're all religious. Yeah, they have no share of the world to come. Nobody. It's so easy to lose Olam Haba, Rabotai. You'd be a fool not to have Yirat Shamayim. And that's why this Mishnah says that learning one halacha the right way can change everything. Because now, if you understood the words that came out of my mouth, that repeated what Rabbi Yosefi did to the best of my abilities, I don't think you're ever going to forget to bless Hashem. Why? It's too easy to do it, and too foolish not to do it.